Today's Albion Online video is all about data from 7.3 maps. Are they worth it? So what is a 7.3 map? They are right here. These are the tier 7 maps. They are enchanted by 0.3, and essentially they make the enemies 84% stronger for a tier 7 map. And the cool thing about these maps is that you can run these in the red zones. That's right. You don't have to go to a tier 7 red zone to run this. You can run these maps in tier 6 red zones if you would like. So it's kind of a safe alternative if you want some fame farm. And I've been trying them out for a little while now, and I'm ready to present with you the data. And so I'm going to just share with you now what that is. Here we go. So this is my map log. I did about 32 maps. And don't worry, I'll share all the totals. Now, before I share the silver earnings, which running maps has always, in this game, always been at a loss. If you run maps, you might have a few jackpots that put you up and ahead. But over the long term, over hundreds and hundreds of maps, you are going to lose silver. It's that simple. That's just how the game is. Now, if you're wondering how much fame these maps give, let me talk about that before I show you the list. So I actually ran these maps with an 8.4 set, because everyone always complains, oh, you're farming blue zones with an 8.4 set, that doesn't compare. So to finally put those guys to rest, even though I shouldn't have to, I decided to run 32 maps in an 8.4 set, and to see how fast I could do them and how much fame they would give. Now, unfortunately, it is fame week. It's a 35% fame week, which might not ever happen again. We'll see. I think it'll happen one more time when Reddit gets a bunch of subscribers, but essentially, it was still worse than the tier 4 blue zone statics, okay? So each map would give me 1 million combat fame credits, and I could run, on average, 4 of them an hour. Now that seems kind of slow. If I were to speedrun them with a speedrunning set, which I did try out, and run them back-to-back without waiting for the entrance to close, because I wanted to do this safely. I'm risking 180 million on these maps. Okay, my 8.4 set costs 180 million. Now I'm not going to die to gankers in the red zone doing it. And so, if I were not to wait for the entrance to close, for those that don't know, when you do a solo dungeon, you can sit at the entrance for 90 seconds and it'll close. Well, if I didn't do that, and if I just ran through as fast as possible and didn't try to kill every single mob, then I could do 8 maps per hour. But 4 maps per hour, and each map gives 1 million combat fame credits, with auto respec and 8.4 satchel and fame week and premium active, okay? That means that I'm only farming 16 million fame per hour instead of the 20 million fame per hour, which the 20 million fame per hour in statics is without premium and without fame week. I just want to point that out. But let's get to the list now. This is the silver earnings. So here's map 1, blue chest, purple chest. Pretty dang good. These maps cost 300,000 silver each. So I made some money on map 1. Map 2, I made my money back. Map 3, I got invaded. I had to leave. Alright, I lost map 3 entirely. Alright, that happens. People radar hack, they have ESP, they cheat, they see you're in a dungeon, and I'm not going to sit there and fight them in my 8.4 set because I don't know how many of them are piling in. I just left. I just bounced. Map number 4, I actually made a good amount of money again. I'm getting lots of jackpots right now, it seems. Map 5, uh-oh, we got a tome chest. Green tome chest, 18 tier 1 tomes, that's 18,000 fame. It's not a lot of fame. It's really not a lot. Now, if you're wondering how much fame do mobs give in a 7.3 map, they give the same fame as an enchanted tier 4 blue zone open world mob. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Map 6, I lost 200k. Map 7, I got downed because I stood in a lightning trap, and because those traps are 84% stronger, they nuked my health bar immediately. So I lost 400k there, which I'm not factoring into the totals, okay? I just want to point it out that the traps are dangerous in the maps. But I didn't make enough silver for that map either. Map 8 still didn't make much. You know, green chest, blue chest, they're not really paying out well. Map 9 didn't make my money back, lost 200k there. Map 10 is a legendary chest with 580,000 and a blue chest with 209,000, so it kind of makes up for those other chests that were lost. So I do a tally. 10 maps in, I'm like, how down bad am I? So I found 2.6 million silver, And I didn't count the repair bill. Now, I didn't count how much the maps are, but if maps are 300k each, times 10, that's 3 million. So, I'm only down 330-something thousand silver. Not counting the repair bill, of course, because that's my fault. Map 11, lost money. Now, map 11, I was invaded, but I decided to kill them, because I was getting fed up, and I was like, there's 2 guys in 4.1, 5.1, flat 6. I forget what they had. You can check my murder ledger. I am not joking. You can see me wearing 8.4 and killing them. And, yeah, so I killed them, whatever. And then I waited for like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to make sure the damn thing closed behind them. Because every time, here's a map mechanic you may not realize. Yes, the dungeon closes in 90 seconds, but if someone enters the dungeon, it resets the timer. And what gankers will do is they will constantly reset the timer until you're like on the 2nd or 3rd floor, and then they will invade and kill you. So you have to make sure to sit at the entrance for the 90 seconds and make sure not a single person slow loads in. So you gotta wait another 10 to 20 to 30 seconds for that. You gotta make sure they're not disconnect hacking or lag hacking themselves, or they can hold themselves hostage for up to 2 minutes before their character logs out. There's a lot of tricks that they have to gank these dungeons. But I was just waiting the 90 seconds. If no one came in, I swapped to my 8.4 set. And if they dared come in, they probably wouldn't come in with an army anyway. Now, map 12 was also a legendary chest worth 475k. A nice green and a nice blue chest. Made my money back there especially. Map 13 had a bunch of chests, and hey, they're pretty good. Map 14, lost 140k. Map 15, close enough to 300k. Map 16, really good purple chest, 563k, right? And again, these take about 15 minutes to clear in an 8.4 set. Map 17, blue tome chest, boo. Map 18, it starts to get real bad, like, as we go down. I don't know what's going on with the game, or if they decided to nerf solo dungeons after that dev talk where everyone complained about solo dungeons or something, but I was just having bad luck. Here we go, map 19, map 20, map 21. All of these are losses. Now, map 22, I got invaded again by a duo, but they saw my gear and they left. They were like, nah, I don't want this. I don't want this smoke. So, map 22, green tome chest. Did make my silver back on that one, though. Map 23, another tome chest. Now, at this point, I had found 6.5 million silver and spent 6.9 million silver on the map. So, I'm still down bad, about 400k, which isn't terrible, but it's still pretty bad. Map 24, again, didn't make my money there, lost 200k. Map 25, lost 220k. Map 26, you know, again, loss. Map 27, loss. Map 28, loss. Map 29 was, you know, we made a little bit, but not enough to offset those losses. Map 30, map 31, 32 was a break even, kind of, sort of. And so at the end of the day, after 32 maps, one of them which I did not run, okay, one of them I did not run because I was invaded and I bounced. I made 8 million silver, but I spent 9.6 million silver on the maps. So that's the data. If you're curious and you'd be like, well, run 100. Bro, it takes a long time to run 100, and it's very expensive. Now, why was I running 8 or 7.3 maps? Well, here's the thing. I got completely fed up, and the game is dying, and I'm like, there's no one running a service. Okay, there's no one in the whole game running a service for 8.4 awakened weapons. You go to every trade Discord, you go to every trade whatever, no one is building or crafting or selling these. So I'm like, I gotta do it my freaking self. And if I die, I quit. Simple as. So I was able to awaken these bear paws. Not too much, you know, 5% cooldown, 5% ability damage. Again, these are small time numbers. I got this whispering bow leveled up, and I got a Shadow Caller staff leveled up. So it took 32 maps to awaken these 3 weapons up, okay? 32 maps, well, 31 maps technically, and I got a lot of crits on some of these. So it would actually take 3 to 4 times as many maps to get these awakened safely. And like I said, the fame that the mobs give inside the dungeon are equivalent to a tier 4 blue zone enchanted mob. It's not a lot. It's really not a lot. But I wanted to awaken these weapons in a safe and, well, the safest way I could. It's still not really safe. And I didn't have a choice, and I figured I'd share the data with you. And if you're wondering, how am I avoiding gankers in the red zone? How am I awakening these weapons? Where am I going? Where am I running these maps? How am I doing it so, quote-unquote, safely? And that is a members-only secret I will be releasing probably in about 30 days. So look forward to that. If you want, if you're interested in awakening anything above tier 5, you have to go to a full loot zone. And the problem with that is the second those naked mules and those naked oxes around the red zone see you, they will immediately report to their gang squad. They have like 10 to 20 people, and they'll hunt you down and kill you and take your stuff. But I've found maybe a kind of workaround on how to do it, on how to get around that and avoid being detected by the cheaters. Kind of, sort of, not really. Like I said, I got invaded 3 times. I killed the invaders once. I ran once. And the 3rd time they ran. So it's a good sample size, you know, 32 maps. And you're going to encounter gankers every 1 in 10 maps, even with my safe method. But that is a members-only secret I will release later on. And with that said, that's the video. Hopefully you found the info and the data useful or fun. Thank you so much. Leave a comment, leave a like. And if you don't click the video on the right side of your screen, you will be awakened abruptly by people doing lawn care outside, like leaf blowers and mowers, okay? I don't know.